Hi, everyone. I wanted to jump on real fast and talk a little bit about the connection between boundaries and confidence. So, I was having a really interesting conversation with some women last night about boundaries, and I discovered a really important key for me with boundaries is confidence. So, I learned a lot of codependent habits about, like just growing up not really having a self identity, not having a really clear understanding of who I was or what I wanted, and those sorts of things. And so I learned how to find my value in other people and what they thought of me and their emotions toward me. And I really learned how to that like transactional sort of relationship. And it developed into codependency. And so learning about confidence and how it affected my boundaries started to really open up some things for me of how to overcome the emotional dependency that I had with other people. So instead of relying on myself to like do all this work for somebody else in the hopes that I would get their approval or that I would get some kind of affection or recognition or whatever it was that I was wanting, instead of going that method, I would then be able to just say, hey, all these things, like all that validation that I'm looking for, can come from myself. And the connection that I develop with other people is the cherry on top. And so instead of relying on people pleasing, I could realize that my identity is aligned with God, with Abba, and really just lean into that and say, hey, I am here to do what he called me to do. I am here to be a loving person and to bring his kingdom to the earth as much as I can in the time that I'm allowed. And in that process, he will bring me people who love me for who I am and who want to cheer me on and who want to support me. And then I can do that for them as well. And it becomes a healthy interaction rather than a codependency. So I want to invite you to ask yourself, what is it about boundary making that you struggle with? For me, it was tied to confidence, but for you, it might be tied to some other things. But if it is your confidence, just kind of start digging about like why it is. Why is it, why is your confidence tied to other people rather than your creator? Why is it that you feel like you need these things from other people rather than from yourself? And it's okay if you don't have answers, and it's okay if having the answers doesn't solve it for you. It's not about that. It's just learning about more who you are, your journey in life, and how that impacts your relationship with your creator. Because whenever you're busy people pleasing and focusing on other people, you're not allowing that room for your relationship with Abba. You're not allowing that intimacy to be there because you're too busy focusing on the wrong things. So just kind of digging into that a little bit can really be groundbreaking for your spiritual experience and connection. So I hope that things go well with you as you experience this journey and just really develop and learn through it. Um, it's a great discovery to go on, and you're doing a fantastic job. So